Your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Okay, happy Democracy Day to all Nigerians watching me right now and listening to my voice. Welcome to Spot R, the midweek edition, a special one for that matter, because today is the Democracy Day. You know, our new adopted Democracy Day is now the 12th of June. Now, the previous one that was 29th of May. Okay, today I'm going to give you different democracy news. We'll start from MPFL, and you know the culture doesn't change. From MPFL we'll talk about Super Eagles in a beat. Then talk about Nigerian players that involved in the transfer window. All right, let's not forget the MPFL My Day 36. The MPFL My Day 36 will be played across different venues today. Okay, let me give you the fixtures for the MPFL My Day 36. At exactly 4 p.m., Gombe United we welcome Abia Warriors. Bendel Insurance we welcome Rivers United to Benin City. Niger Tornadoes and Nobi Star 4 p.m. Remo Stars vs Atlant 4 p.m. Kora United vs Kano Pillars 4 p.m. Aqua United vs Casina United 4 p.m. Yimba International vs Baessa United 4 p.m. Sporting Lagos we welcome Plateau United to the Mumbalaji Johnson Arena in Lagos. 4 p.m. is the game. The last game of the day, the biggest game of the day. Shooting Stars vs Enugu Rangers at the Lagos Salami Stadium. Adamasigba Ibadan. Shooting Stars we welcome Enugu Rangers. That's #1 versus #4 with 8 points in between these two sides. Enugu Rangers is looking to win the league. Shooting Stars is also looking to grab a continental ticket. 3 points separating Remo Stars and Shooting Stars. Which Stars will go to the continental tournament? Yeah, it's between 1 to 3. The 4th slot will be given to the winner of the ITO Cup, also known as Federation Cup, the President Federation Cup. gave you the start of shooting stars yesterday. Like when you are talking about home game, they are solid at home this season. They've won 14 games at home and they've lost none. But on the road, they've lost 5. They drew 2 and won 1 on the road. Well, for Remo Stars, they will be at home, and we welcome Alayande. Also, Eyimba International is supposedly second on the table. We welcome Bayelsa United. Eyimba also has the same point with that of Remo. Okay, can't wait till 5:30. We're going to when that's the kickoff time. 5:30 is the kickoff time. Shooting Stars versus Enugu Rangers. Okay, by 7:30 the game will be concluded. Tomorrow I will be here to give you good news. Yes, I believe I'm going to share good news with you tomorrow when the game concludes. Quickly, let me give you some MPFL news before I leave MPFL totally. Alayande forward Oyekachi Okafor says the team will intensify effort to avoid relegation in the Nigeria Premier Football League. Talking about MPFL this season, the next millionaires are currently 19th on the table. Alayande will square up with Remo Stars at the Remo Stadium today. Okafor stated that the players are focused on securing victory in the game. The defeat for Alayande against Remo Stars will confirm their relegation to the Nigeria National League (NNL). According to him, since we are focused on our 3 remaining games to win all of them, if it's possible, we say we'll fight. We will say that we'll fight and not just giving up like that. The only plan is to win, says Oyekachi Okafor, the forward of Alayande. Alright, Abia Warriors midfielder Daniel Watley has revealed the team's plan ahead of the Monday 35 fixture in Gombe. The Umaya club will lock arms with Gombe United at the Ipatomi Stadium today. Watley said it is important for the team to utilize their chances in the game. According to him, he says we are going into the game with Gombe United with a different mentality. I know the quality we have as a team. I'm sure we can get the job done in Gombe. We plan on creating and taking our chances in the game so as to move up on the table. I'm assuring the supporters to believe in us that we will get the point in the game and also come back and record victory in our next home game to be safe on the log. Rivers United are in high spirit ahead of their Nigeria Premier Football League Monday 36 fixture against Bendel Insurance. The Port Harcourt-based club will be in action against Bendel Insurance at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium today. Rivers United took to their X account to express the team's readiness for the game. The team is focused, the spirit is high, and we're ready to take up Bendel Insurance. A win in the game will see Evans Ojain move up further on the table. The former league champions currently occupy a position with 50 points. Alright, quickly before I leave the MPFL, or let me say before I leave the Nigerian League, let me talk about NNL. Before I go to NNL, followers of the Nigeria Premier Football League have applauded the MPFL board for not wasting time in punishing reigning champions Eyimba International and leaders Enugu Rangers over the violence which disrupted their potential 2023-2024 match, the 35 title decider in Enugu on Sunday. What could have been the biggest game of the season ended embarrassingly at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, and Eyimba players walked off in protest of a late penalty awarded to the host, and the fans in turn descended on the pitch to wreak further havoc. The league body acted swiftly on Monday. That was the day before yesterday by awarding 3 points and 3 goals to Enugu Rangers plus a fine of 5 million naira for overstretching the capacity of their stadium. At Iyimba International, we are handed a 10 million naira fine for disrupting the live match that was being shown on the digital TV, among other breaches of the league's framework. Iyimba International also ordered to produce some of their culpable officials and players who were involved in the assault of the match officials. MPFL commentator Ralph Chidozie George described the decision as apt but called for more punishment for Rangers and match commissioner. By walking out of the game and preventing the penalty to be taken, Iyimba brought the game to disrepute. So they had that fine coming, and Enugu Rangers benefited 3 points and 3 goals from that behavior. In Enugu Rangers' case, the 5 million naira fine is kind of a slap on the wrist for me because what they did was mismanage. What they did was mismanage the game in terms of crowd control. In addition, I also think the match commissioner in charge of that game should be banned because he's not even supposed to start a game of that magnitude when he saw the measures to control the crowd were inadequate. Some fans also share the commentator's view about stifle punishment for other actors who were involved in the incident. Say no to violence, especially and it has to do with sports, not only football. 3 point Enugu Rangers benefited from the decision. The 4 point ahead of Iyimba and Remo Stars in the title race. As Enugu Rangers faces PSC in Ibadan today, while the reigning champions are also at home to Bayelsa United, while Remo Stars will welcome Atlant to Ikene. Alright, Kano Pillars captain Rabi Ali has expressed his determination to win this year's President Federation Cup with the club and deliver the trophy to Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf, serving a stern warning at the semi-final counterpart Abia Warriors. The 43-year-old, undoubtedly the oldest player in Nigeria top flight, made this promise after paying a courtesy visit to the state #1 citizen on Sunday. According to him, says, I remain committed to bringing success to my team, Kano Pillars Football Club. It is my hope that my aunt that received the golden handshake will reciprocate by handing the ITO Cup to my governor soon, inshallah. Pillars will face off against Abia Warriors in the semi-finals of the country's oldest football competition on the 19th of June, fancying their chance of progressing to the final against the winners of the second semi-final clash between Kabir United and Academy Warriors. To reach the last 4, Pillars defeated Sunshine Stars 5-3 on penalty following a positive 1-1 regulation time, while Abia Warriors defeated Sokoto United 5-4 on penalties, also a 1-1 regulation time. Capped 18 times by Nigeria with 5 goals to his name. Pele, as Ali is fondly called, has played most of his professional football at Kano Pillars, weighing in with 54 goals since joining them from Nasarawa United in 2009. The midfielder is regarded as one of the club's greatest players and one of the best players in Nigeria Premier Football League. Leaders Enugu Rangers have a mountain to climb in cementing their place at the top of the Nigeria Premier Football League table as they face Shooting Stars at the Lagos Salami Stadium in Ibadan today. The Flying Antelope charged for an 8th MPFL title, and the first is 2016. However, Fidelis Ilechukwu men must avoid defeat during the Monday 36, which will happen today in Ibadan, in order to prevent their challengers from cutting the gap on them. They face an informed 3SC, who are also lurking behind Remo and Iyimba for a place on the continent next season. MPFL commentator Chidozie George believes the Flying Antelope will be on their way to winning their 8th title if they avoid defeat in Ibadan. According to him, he says Enugu Rangers still have work to do. They are leading at the moment, but the most important thing they can do is to get a draw in Ibadan, and maybe they can begin to look home. They can begin to look home and drive the title race. But at the moment, nothing is decided. While Rangers seek a positive result in Ibadan, reigning champions Enyimba International will be nursing wounds of the MPFL board verdict when they face relegation threatened by SR United in Aba. While Remo Stars will also bring out their armor against another club facing relegation, Atland of Owerri. For Atland, defeat in Ikede will condemn them to second-tier football next season. In other key battles in the relegation zone, 16th place Sporting Lagos will welcome Plateau United. Like I said earlier, well, as Sporting Lagos hope to get a win that will boost their chances of survival, while 15th place Aqua United are home to Katsina United. Both Sporting and Aqua United have for 3 points and are only above the drop zone by goal difference. Quickly, let me talk about the NNL. The Nigerian National League has announced that the last matchday fixture in the Super 8 playoff will be played simultaneously. The matches will be played at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium at the University of Enugu Quarry Stadium. The NNL Chief Operating Officer Ayo Abirahman said the decision to play the game simultaneously is to give fair chance to all the teams to play their strength without any bias or advantage. He, however, added that fixtures between Sokoto United and Academy Warriors, as well as Beyond Limit Academy versus Interlagos, will be played behind closed doors. Abraham said that the idea is to avoid clashes between supporters of both teams who have the tendency to drive their emotions beyond uncontrollable measures in such critical matches. In other fixtures, Sporting Supreme will face off Nasarawa United, while Ikorodu City will battle with Mandiba Football Club. The group leaders will square up against each other to determine the winner of the 2024 NNL season. Quickly, let's move away from our football league news, our local football league news, and let's talk about the national team. Talking about the national team, Nigeria Football Federation, NFF. The NFF Technical Committee member Victor Ikpeba has said Embattled Super Eagles head coach Finidi George has the full support of the soccer house. Finidi George has endured a poor start to his reign following the Super Eagles' in-speed performance in their 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against South Africa and Benin Republic. The West Africans held Bafana to a 1-1 draw and lost 2-1 away to Cheetahs. They now languish in 5th position on Group C table with 3 points from 4 games. That has led to mounting calls for Finidi George to be sacked. According to Victor Ekpeba, he says Nigeria asked for a local coach and Fini was found to be the best man to lead the Super Eagles at this time. The technical committee chose the best in the interest of the country. Finidi George will therefore continue to enjoy the full support of the NFF despite the recent results posted by the Super Eagles. Well, Victor Ekpeba is still talking. The former international challenged Super Eagles players to step up the fight to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The Super Eagles have endured a stuttering start to their campaign, falling to record a win in 4 games. The Finidi George side currently occupy 5th position in Group C with a paltry 3 points from 4 games. Ikpeba will represent who represented Nigeria at 2 World Cups, said the players must up the game. The players have become too comfortable. They now have to step up and take full responsibility. The talent is there in the team for them to turn things around next year. History will be kind to them when they fight back and qualify Nigeria. We missed the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. It was a special tournament, says Dr. Ekpeba. Coach of the Benin Republic national team and former Super Eagles coach Ghana Roa has said the Cheetahs were better organized than the Eagles during their famous 2-1 win over Nigeria in 2026 World Cup qualifier at their adopted home in Abidjan on Monday. The Cheetahs brought a blow to Nigeria's hopes of reviving their qualifying campaign at the state Felix offered, thanks to 2 responsive goals from Jodo Dosu and Steve Mone after Rafael Yedika had given Nigeria the lead. As a result, Benin Republic moved to the top of the group with 7 points, leaving the Eagles to languish in 5th with just 3 points after 4 matches, and not the fear of missing a consecutive World Cup after 2022's failure. Roas rubbed salt to the Eagles' injury during the post-match interview, describing his own team as better organized than his former side. Alright, the Eagles, the Super Eagles, will be back in action for 2 more games in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers by March 2025 when they visit Rwanda on the 17th of March and host Zimbabwe on the 25th of March. That's next year. Still talking about Ghana Raw. The Franco-German individual who was the before coach, the former coach of Nigeria, I beg your pardon, Ghana Raw has expressed his desire to lead Benin Republic to the FIFA World Cup, replicating the feat he achieved in Nigeria in 2018 in Russia. 70-year-old Franco-German made the assertion after the Cheetahs had classed the Super Eagles in a 2-1 win in Group C qualified fixture at Stade Felix Offered in Abidjan on Monday. Jodo Dosu drew them level on 37 minutes, 10 minutes after Rafael Oyedika hit Nigeria ahead against the run of play. Steve Mone struck late into the second half to seal a memorable outing by the Cheetahs. This win saw them assume leadership of the pie with 7 points, foiling Roa's hope for a ticket to the Mundial in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. With a game to spare, Roa qualified Nigeria for 2018 World Cup in Russia, failing to make it out of Group D, which also comprised Croatia, the Republic of Ireland, and Argentina. After losing 2-0 to Croatia in the group game, and the Super Eagles turned back, reckoning with the same margin of victory over Ireland, but lost 2-1 against Argentina in their last group game to finish in third place with 3 points. Alright, away from football, let's talk about other sport. Alright, talking about other sport, Nigeria women's discus thrower Chioma Oyekwere Chama Yekore looks to make a huge impression at his weekend's NYSA Grand Prix and Nigeria trial, featured from the 16th to the 18th of June inside the main bowl of Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in the city, following a sterling outing at the 2024 USATF New York City Grand Prix last weekend. The 28-year-old drew a season best of 61.34 meters at the Icon Stadium to finish second behind Cuba's Yam Perez, who have 68.31, while Jade Lally of Great Britain took the bronze with a throw of 59.30. Two-time African champions and coach of Nigeria sprinter consider Ekene Ogbekoya says the sprinter is ready to take part in the Athletics Federation of Nigeria's national trials for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games after he pulled out of the 100-meter final during the MOC Grand Prix in Lagos, recently. The national trials will be held at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin City from the 16th to the 18th of June, like I said earlier, with athletes at home and abroad expected to compete for slots to the Olympics and the upcoming African Athletics Championship in Cameroon. Alright, consider Ekene was primed to win the 100-meter final during the MOC Grand Prix at the Yaba Tech Sports Complex on the 1st of June, but he pulled out of the race before midway and appeared to have curbed an injury. Koya has, however, allayed the fears of injury for the 19-year-old as the race to hit the Olympics qualification standard of 10 seconds for Adam women. Okay, before I travel abroad, let me quickly bring this to you. Before I go striker Peter Olayinka, we only have Serbian club Resta Belgrade if he gets the right offer. Okay, let me take that again. Peter Olayinka will only leave Serbian club Resta Belgrade if he gets the right offer. The source close to the player has told the media Olayinka was reported to be leaving the Serbian champions after one season due to family reasons. He won the Serbia Cup and the league title. With them, he just concluded 2023-2024 league. Okay, let's talk about other sports. Talking about athletics, distraught as Nater wins European 200 meters silver. Great Britain's Darry Nater wins 200 meters women's silver. Kate wins 10,000 meter bronze at the European Athletics Championships in Rome. Away from there, let's talk about the Nottingham Mope rather. That's tennis. British number one Cameron Norrie says he did not play his best tennis after heading 3 sets to beat Japanese qualifier Shoshimabukuro in the first round. In the first round of the Nottingham Forest. Norrie has struggled for form this year and was playing in the first match since he was beaten in the opening round of the French Open. 28-year-old needed 1 hour and 43 minutes to complete his 6-1-4-6-6-3 win. At one stage, it seemed like he would wrap up a quick victory after taking the first set in just 21 minutes against world number 215. But Nori lost serve at 4.4 in the second as Shumukoro was a decider. Nori will face Jannik Pingerton Jones in the second round on Thursday today after the 21-year-old defeated Otto Ferris 4-6-7-5-6-3 in all British first round tie. Still talking about tennis, Andy Murray's first match of the grass court season ended in defeat by American Marcos Giron at the Stuttgart Open. Appearing in the 999 singles match of his career, the three-time Grand Slam champion Andy Murray was beaten 6-3, 6-4 in the first round. The 37-year-old is preparing for what looks said to be his final Wimbledon, having previously said he does not play on. Yeah, he does not plan on playing much beyond this current summer. Against Giron, the former world number 1, twice saved break point in his first service game before missing out on early chance to break himself. World number 54, Giron took advantage, breaking to go up 4-2 before taking the opening set comfortably. Ademure rallied at the start of the second set, only to love in the first game before going 40-15 on his opponent's serve. He failed to convert his break point. Giron instantly getting a break of his own that he did not relinquish. Still talking about tennis, Emma Raducanu defied a shanky finish to get a grass court season off to a winning start at the Nottingham Open, despite criticizing some of the line calls against her. Winning on her first match since April, having opted to skip the French Open to focus on her fitness. 21-year-old Briton Japan's Enashibahara faced each other, and the Briton won Japanese tennis player 6-1, 6-4. Raducanu said she felt like she was playing 2 versus 1 against Shibahara and the umpire Anakavau. Electronic line calling technology is used in Nottingham Open, but Nottingham tournament. Okay. All right, quickly. There are no basketball news today. Why I shared tennis with you. Alright, on the foreign scene, Erik ten Hag is set to remain as coach of Manchester United following a performance review of the Dutchman carried out by the Premier League clubs. Rumors swirled regarding the future of Ten Hag after a poor second season in the hot seat at Old Trafford with a lowly 8th place finish in the second league and group stage of Champions exit. Talking about Champions League exit, the 54-year-old coach did oversee an impressive 2-1 win over Manchester City at the FA Cup final in the month of May to boost his chances of keeping his job. With the former Ajax boss contract to expire in Manchester next summer, negotiation over a contract extension have reportedly begun between the two parties. But prior to the season-ending FA Cup final, the boss suggested Ten Hag would be sacked regardless of the outcome of the match. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, join me by 3 p.m. for Entertainment Circuit. Listen to the latest entertainment gist. My name is James Odowadrotimi. Have a lovely evening.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio.